Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Charlotte, episode 4. What happened last time?
Last time... Oh yeah, the last time they went after a mysterious person with 2 powers. It was actually Yusareen, who is
from the band Haro Haro.
Yeah, so it's actually a famous, idol in their world that everyone seems to be obsessed with. And in fact, her power was to let a dead person possess her. And the person possessing her was actually her older sister, who has, what's it called? Pyrokinesis? So the ability to make fire with her mind, which is a pretty insane power, actually.
Powerful, but kind of useless. Like, a lot of the other powers are, like...
It's not practical.
In modern times, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So... that was pretty cool. Now she is transferring to the school, gonna be part of the gang, I'm sure. Yeah. Excited to see what happens in this episode.
Alrighty. And we hope you guys enjoy our reaction and review to this episode of Charlotte. Hope you have seen the previous ones. We got those on our channel, 1 to 3 so far. And we hope you check out our Patreon, patreon.com/boldcast, where you can see early reactions for this show, for Naruto, for Demon Slayer, and for Konosuba, and for all shows that aren't weekly airing. You get those early. You also get uncuts for our OP reactions. Bunch of cool stuff. You can go check out all the tiers there. We also have a backup channel, Boldcast Backup, where you can get notified and continue to get our content if this channel goes down. We already have 1 copyright strike on this channel. We're just as in danger as any other channel from getting taken down. So we encourage you to go subscribe to our backup channel. We also have a Teespring, where you can buy our merchandise. Here are some designs that you can buy on our Teespring. These are some stickers. There's also shirts. I'm getting my shirt in soon. We also have mugs. A bunch of cool stuff there. All designed by Lindsay. She made all the designs for all that stuff, so you can go see that. That's a cool way to support us, and you can get something really cool in return. And we have an Instagram at BoldcastMedia. We're going to try and be active on that in the future, a little bit more active, but it's a good place to, you're not losing anything by going and following that. If you already have an Instagram, you get some updates and some stuff that maybe other people won't see, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, we hope you enjoy our reaction and review to this. This is not a substitute for the original content. The original show is on Crunchyroll and on Funimation, I believe. I'm pretty sure.
We're watching on Crunchyroll.
We're watching on Crunchyroll. You can find it. You can find legal sources. We encourage you to do so. This is not a substitute for the original. We include the footage from the original show in our reaction to give context for our reaction and for the review and discussion that we give afterwards. Not as a substitute for you to come here and watch the show. We also cut and edit to our reaction, not to the story of the show. There might be some overlap there, but we cut so that you get to see how we react to everything, not so that you can follow along with the story. So it's just an inferior way of watching anyway. Other than that, anything else you want to say before we get started?
Can I have my notebook?
Yes. Let's go.
It's a little wet. Oh, it's coffee.
We're really loving the show, by the way.
I wonder what she's gonna make. French? Oh!
Is that butter fucking... What is that? The drink on the side. That doesn't look like coffee. Where does she keep getting this fucking pizza sauce? She just buys tubs of it. I would not be able to handle that. Look at their landline. Look at that. I wonder when this was written, because there's like flip phones and MP3 players.
I wonder if that pizza sauce has gone bad. It's just been sitting on the counter.
I think before it was lower. I think that she has multiple tubs. All the guys. I wonder if all the kids in the school have powers. Do all of them have powers, or
they just
like
have to
blend
have the potential to have powers to go there, I think. Like, the sister is there, but there's only, like, a chance she'll have anything.
I knew about that, but, like, I wonder what percentage of the student body, or if this is, like... He's doing the dance in the back? What the fuck? Crowd control. Get on your desk. Of course she's in front. Everyone's all excited. Does she not remember? They met before.
I don't
Maybe
know
she
if
meets
she
a lot of
remember or if she's just like pretending.
Either she's pretending or she just meets so many people she doesn't fucking remember anybody. Was this like a
kids show or something?
Kids show or like a in between, like one of those little 2-minute things that they show between actual shows? Magic spell series? Morning information show, yeah. He's a full-on stan. Oh wait, yeah, I guess her sister's still with him. Okay. Oh shit. And this guy's just been rolling the competition. Probably he's like a pitcher? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb. You watched this, you're already fucking crazy 90-degree curveball. I bet it just... It's kind of dumb because as soon as you I mean, maybe he doesn't know this. But as soon as he graduates high school, and actually, he's not gonna have it.
This is why they bring her along.
This is not the right tactic to, like, get on their level and, like, you know, talk to them. It's a really good technique to make people believe you, because it doesn't look like anything to anyone else. Oh shit. Don't. I thought he was gonna, like, lick it up off the dirt or something. Like a psych. She's such a weird character.
Classic baseball episode of every show.
The author must really like baseball. I bet that's... He's still on the ground. So they're gonna, like, combine their baseball team with, with them. Wonder if it's gonna be like, oh yeah, our guys are so fucking skilled that, like, even if you have that ability, it's not actually going to help you. He must. I wonder how this is gonna work out, because Tomori's plans are way better than Yui's, like we established previously. So she's clearly thinking of something
If she goes up to hit, she can make herself invisible, and he won't know where to, like, throw.
Oh, shit! But the bat will still be... Oh, no, I guess because her clothes disappear, too.
Where did he get that?
I don't... I bet that's like merch. Oh, I see. That's why he knows about it, because otherwise it wouldn't work. The umpire wouldn't be able to catch it. Is that what it's called, an umpire? The catcher? Yeah. I guess the umpire's the other dude. And then he's a good hitter as well.
Oh no.
Catch it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's Misa! Oh, not a great throw. This fucking music is so good. I love that. Oh, that's such good detail. She's covering her mouth so people can't read her lips. What the fuck just happened? That doesn't look like it's a powerful enough camera to capture his movement. He's just trying to bunt it because he just needs to touch it with the bat. Is he gonna do it? Please, please, please. Go!
Go!
Go! Oh my god.
Ooh.
Holy shit. Yeah, he can't really win in a fair fight, can he? When other people have abilities or know about his tricks. Oh shit. Fucking Misa is just so on it.
Ooh.
Foul.
Oh.
See what happens when you actually try? He keeps fouling. It's getting serious. Ah! Oh, cause yeah, he threw off the fuck. They weren't in sync anymore.
Yeah. Ooh.
Safe? Holy shit. Real quick. I love Angel Beats. That was a way better fucking baseball episode. Like,
Yeah.
a million times better. Not better than the second one, though. He's gonna try and make him say something? Oh, to see if he can use telekinesis?
I don't know.
The fuck? What the fuck?
Or is it...
What the fuck? What just happened? Do you know what just happened?
I don't know. I think he couldn't possess him or... Oh! A cream stew? That's pasta sauce!
Alrighty. What do you think of that one?
Like you said, a much better baseball episode.
Mm-hmm.
Not just to compare it to that, but that was just a really good episode. I feel like baseball gets... I know baseball is a lot more popular in Japan than it is over here. Baseball is literally not popular here at all.
In Canada, you mean?
In Canada.
In North America, it's somewhat popular, but it's been dwindling.
Yeah, I think in the States it is more popular, but in Canada it's not very popular. I don't even think, like, most schools that I know even have a baseball team. They have, like, soccer and basketball usually, but...
And then, like, volleyball.
Basketball? Oh, did I already say that? Yeah, volleyball. Soccer, basketball, and volleyball, not usually baseball.
Mm-hmm. And then hockey is usually, like
hockey and baseball hockey and baseball are usually extracurricular.
Mm-hmm. And hockey's obviously super popular.
Yeah.
In Canada.
But baseball's not really popular. So sometimes I struggle because I'm not quite sure of the rules. I feel like most people who watch this probably, like, know about baseball and, like, know, like, what's a foul and what's a...
you don't even know that?
Like, I think it's just, like, if you hit it, like, outside of, like, the area, right?
Yeah, there's the diamond, right?
Yeah.
And if it's outside the line...
Then it's a foul?
Then it's a foul.
I guess I didn't know, like... Because he hit, like, a bunch of fouls. I guess I always
He was just swinging and, like, it was going back.
I know.
Or,
I
like,
guess I thought that, like, if you
or...
hit too many fouls, it just counted as a strike or something. Maybe that's just how they played it in, like, school to, like, not
to encourage, like, you know, trying to get better, probably.
Yeah. Or to encourage people to not take up everyone's turn batting or something.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that in the real world baseball, but I know that obviously balls, like, you get 5 balls and then and then you're out. Oh, is it 5 balls and then you run? No, 5 balls and then you're out, and 3 strikes and you're out. But what's another rule? You don't know about all those rules?
I played baseball probably, like, 3 times in my life.
Oh, okay.
For, like, 1 class.
I played it enough to, like, know the basic rules, but there's obviously shit I don't know about. Anyway, yeah, it's obviously a bigger deal over there, and it is hard to relate. But that being said, this was like I think they got the perspective right in this one, because before the perspective was like, oh, these are baseball jokes, or these are, like, we're joking about the characters, but we're gonna use baseball to do that.
In Angel Beats, we're talking about.
In Angel Beats, yes. Again, this is a comparison, and I know I said I didn't want to compare it to Angel Beats all the time, but I feel like it's worth doing, because in Angel Beats, I didn't like the baseball episode as much. It was probably my least favorite one. Mm-hmm. In this one, it was good, and they you know, actually progressed what we thought about even the main cast throughout it. Like, they drew more attention to character flaws and, like, what, you know, the motivations are and everything like that. Like, when Tamori was talking with you about, like, how about try doing something head on for once, and then he's just like, oh, I can hit it, I can do it, and because he's like, I can't do that, I can only like go around it. That's not like that's not my way of doing shit. Mm-hmm. I can't do it like that. Like, I can't just take shit head on. But then he did it, so there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess there's a lot that sort of... What I really like about the show is it has a lot of repetitive jokes, like repeat gags that they do all the time. Like, what's even... Oh, I freaking wrote down his name and my pen ran out. The fast guy.
Takajo is his name.
Takajo.
I don't know why that's so hard to remember.
Because I had forgotten it before, and anyway. Okay, so, Takajo, him, like, running into something and then just being covered in blood is a repeat joke. They do it all the time, but there's enough time in between that it doesn't feel like they're just constantly doing it.
Yeah.
Because they have nothing else to do. It's funny every time. We're 4 episodes in, and it's still just as funny, if not more funny, because they, like, slightly up the stakes, or, like, do something slightly different each time. Mm-hmm. And I really appreciate that, because it's been a joke since day one.
It's like we get the glory, again, another Angel Beats comparison, but we get the glory of the rocket seat from that one episode of Angel Beats where they had rockets at the bottom of their seats that propelled them into the ceiling whenever Yuri thought that they were being dumb. That it's like we get that, but once an episode, and I love it so much. We just don't. The only thing that's missing is the music that plays.
Although, I don't know. I just like that a lot of the jokes are the same, and the whole thing with, like, Yusa and the sister doing, like, the nosebleed, and then Takajo just being so obsessed with her, and then being like, you're like, stop.
Yeah.
Multiple times. They do it a lot, but not too much that I get sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that might change later on, but for now I'm not. I like it, and I think it's funny, and they bring it back just enough that it's like, just, oh, that character is like that, and that's just how he is, and he's funny.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to going back to baseball for like 1 second. It does seem like the author likes baseball, and that's why it's featured so prominently. But it also, just the way that that Tamori was talking about the pitching techniques and the knuckleball and the curveball and all that shit, it reminded me of the way that Araki, the author for JoJo, writes things, because the way that he does it is like the way it struck me as similar. The way that Araki writes stuff for JoJo, he'll come up with a new stand power or a new ability or a new character or situation or like a piece of conflict that is based on like a really specific, like, random fact, like the kind of shit you would find. I saw this in a video, like like a Snapple fact or something, like whatever. The reason flies clean themselves is because this isn't one, but I'm just coming up with a random one. The reason flies clean themselves is because the dust weighs them down and they get dust mites on their back, so then they need to they need to clean themselves constantly. So this guy's power lets him fly and go real fast, but any bit of extra weight completely cripples him, and he needs to, every time he gets dirty, he's unable to fly, or something like that. Like, he takes like those little tiny factoids and turns them into an episode or a chapter or like a big ability. And I got that same vibe when I was listening to Tamori talk about the different curveballs and stuff, because all those techniques you need to know that in order to like create this use of telekinesis and this ability. You could say like, oh, he throws the ball and then it goes around and then the guy catches it, but it's like, you need to know how pitchers throw balls and the different techniques in order to like make that a thing, like
to make it not look weird.
Yeah, or just to make it believable, like adding that conversation of, this is how a knuckleball is normally thrown, this is how a curveball is normally thrown, this is how he does it, and this is how I know that it's telekinesis, because if he were throwing it this way, it would go like this.
Yeah.
But he's clearly doing something fishy, and we know that there's a guy with telekinesis in this area. So, you know, like, putting those together and making that part of the story, going that extra mile and like knowing those little tidbits deepens the knowledge of the characters and like the believability of the ability, I guess. Yeah. And then I also had something else. It was less characters equals more character is what I wrote down. And it was when Takajo when they were all in like the student council and they were like gearing up for the next operation, again comparing it to Angel Beats, is like, we talked about this kind of already, but like having so few characters is really doing a lot to like really establish the few characters that we have. Like, there isn't literally 15 to 20 people in the student council or like the main group, and it's really paying off huge, because I feel like Takajo would be just one of many guys, but it's like you took all of like half of the guys from the Battlefront in Angel Beats and just combined them together and made one very strongly written character.
Yeah. I was also gonna say it's almost like in Kaguya they have like the 4-person student council, and even then at first they only introduce it's like
2. And Chika is like
the side character,
random
and
side
then
character.
Chika comes in more, and then it's 3, and then Ishigami comes in more, and it's 4, and then the next entire season, Miko comes in, but like so slowly
in like I think the 6th episode.
Like you almost, but even then she's not like fully in there.
She's not in there until like the end of the season.
Yeah, so like it's that slow growth and like believability, and you almost don't even notice like the characters actually like joining up, because it's so like natural. You're not like, oh, they just added this character in and now they're just there 24/7. This is kind of doing that a little bit with like, but the baseball episode showed like why each of them is there, because like Tamori is the like leader. She's in charge of it all. And then the other ones have powers that like complement her plans and what she's able to do. And at first we were like, why the fuck is Yusa there? Like, why is she there? She's just dumb. But Misa is actually the real reason why she's there, because she's like super badass.
Yeah.
And like really sharp. Like her mind, she just knows exactly what to do, and she can instinctually do it, except Yusa's body is not quite to the physical level.
And they are kind of cheating there with her character, because it's two people. It's technically two characters, but they made it one. So they're kind of cheating, because it's not like there's a character in Dragon Ball that's exactly like Yusa and Misa, but it's one character, and her name is Launch. Basically, she's like very demure, like housewife kind of lady, who's like making the characters food all the time, and then whenever she sneezes, she turns into like literal like train robber, like bank robber. She like the meme is like, oh, she sneezes, then her hair turns from blue to blonde, and then she pulls out a Tommy gun and starts shooting the ceiling and everything, and is like screaming and freaking out. So it's basically the same shit, but it was one character, so it was still kind of cheating in that case. But Dragon Ball's different; they don't really give a fuck about character over there anyway. In this, it is kind of it feels like kind of cheating, because it feels like they're trying to sell it as like one person, but it's two people. But I don't know, because Yusa doesn't feel very developed.
No, yeah, that's
Yusa's kind of a
one
bimbo,
thing.
but Misa is actually has some depth and is funny.
I would like to get some more, because like Misa feels like a full person, just inhabiting the like personalityless shell of her younger sister. So I'm hoping, one thing I really hope is as we go along, we get a bit more insight into Yusa as a person, not just Misa takes over Yusa and then she's super cool.
Yeah. Maybe that'll happen like when her power runs out, or like near the end, or like maybe something like that. At least I hope, because I don't want it to be like I'm right now. It's basically just Misa is that person,
and you could have just not had Yusa,
because she doesn't have a power. Her power is that she has another person in her. That's the actual character. So
yeah, it would have. If they don't give Yusa any more development and she just stays as like a vessel, like a happy-go-lucky vessel, I will be really disappointed. I have hope that they won't do that, because in other shows, when I'm too quick to judge a annoying or like
with Angel Beats,
an annoying character, then later on, once I get more of their story, I feel differently. So I'm not immediately like, oh, I hate Yusa, but what I'm saying is, if they don't give us any development for her, I would have preferred it that Yusa was just like a personality that was like put on TV, and in reality she was like this crazy badass girl who was just like roped into a contract. Like her parents like put her into this like child celebrity.
Are you just making this all up?
No, I'm saying like. Yeah, I guess I'm making it all up. I'm just saying. I was just saying that would have been a more fitting story if they don't give Yusa any development of her own.
I feel like that's kind of unfair, because that's just like that's not. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of unfair, because that's not what the author. They didn't really like go into that at all, and they didn't really want to talk about that at all. Like, I feel like as a path for that character, that's kind of an unfair criticism or like possibility, because like that's not something that they really tackled. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's not something that the story is really saying, really. I feel, but I do know what you're saying.
Like I just would like, if they're going to be basically just one person and then like this like, then I would have just preferred them to be one person who was like, who had a different like TV personality, and then was actually really cool. I guess is what I'm saying. I did want to talk about, it was that like weird thing of you not being able to possess him or something. That was kind of weird. That was weird. I'm not sure.
Was he not able? They just cut away. And then he was like, the other guy was rubbing his eyes like, oh, what the fuck? He like tried to do it. I don't know if he couldn't. And then he's all over with his friends. But like some time passed between there. Like he was walking away. Use your power. Okay, bam. Flash forward. Now she's in a different position. He's in a different place. Like there's been some movement like, and some time has passed.
Or is that just because she was holding him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just weird. I don't know why she did that.
I don't know either. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Patreon backup channel. We're going to move on to the next one. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you check out the previous episodes. All the links are in the description. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. And thank you so much to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council. Zenge.
Rising 80.
John Ortega.
Nicholas Teo.
Aurora.
Iwan Pulgar.
Lewis.
Yeet.
Gentleman.
Christian Ave.
Mozart Waddle.
Nelson Barbosa.
Jan Carlisle Vincent.
Kage Uzumaki.
Xavier Rhodes.
Chao Lao.
Brian.
Haruto Yuzuki.
Handicap Bankai. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.